will investigate them.
Private notice question, Mr. Martin O'Neill.
That's the end of our live coverage for today and for this dramatic parliamentary session. The new session of Parliament, which must end in the general election being called, begins next Thursday, October the 31st. Now, we won't know for certain what's in the Queen's speech until Her Majesty reads it out, but we've got a good idea of what we can expect. The main item of legislation will undoubtedly be a bill to bring in the new council tax, with which the Tories would like to replace what Mrs Thatcher called the flagship of her third term, the poll tax. Attached to this bill, we expect, will be Mr Heseltine's won't pay, can't vote plan announced in his speech at the Tory party conference. That would mean that councillors not paying their poll tax or council tax would be disqualified from taking part in votes to set the level of their local tax. Mr Major's Citizens' Charter ranges widely and is as much an intended way of government and attitude as a single plan. But a bill meant to give consumers more power over various public services is expected, for instance, the right to challenge unlawful industrial action, which affects those services. The Education Secretary, Kenneth Clarke, is planning a Parents' Charter, a relation of the Citizens' Charter, specifically for schools. Also, there will, we expect, be a bill to remove further education from local authority control. And we expect there'll be a Home Office bill limiting and defining the rights of those seeking asylum in the UK. That bill's likely to be strongly opposed by the opposition. But as they say in Whodunits, we anticipate, and worse than that, we speculate. For the real thing, watch the ceremony as Her Majesty processes to Parliament and reads her real Queen's speech on Thursday week. Our coverage starts at 10 to 11 on BBC1. And we'll be back with Westminster Live that afternoon at 2:45 here on BBC2, with extensive coverage of the first day of the Queen's speech debate, with the speeches from the leaders of all three parties. Now, it's been quite a session. Join us for the first pre-election session of Parliament ever to be televised. But for now, from all of us here on Westminster Live, goodbye.
Assignment tonight uncovers the terrible legacy of years of communist rule in Mongolia. After nearly a century of isolation from the rest of the world, a peaceful revolution has revealed graphic evidence of mass persecution and murder by the country's dictatorial rulers. That's The Secrets of the Steppes, tonight's assignment at 7:40 here on 2. And now on BBC2, we're returning to the bays of Berkshire as we rejoin David Vine for more snooker at the Hexagon Reading.
In other words, welcome back to the Rothmans Grand Prix on a day that will produce for us the lineup of the final 16. Now, earlier today, we were watching the start of a very entertaining match between Mike Hallett, the world's number 8, and the amazing veteran Welshman Cliff Wilson. Wilson took the first 2 frames, had a bit of a joke in the process, so let's go straight back to it. Frame 3 is underway. Wilson has yet to score, and Hallett has 23 on the board, but leading 2 frames to 0.